Hey guys, we're back with the letter. It's been well, it's been almost a month since I last played it. And I think, hold on, let me, recorded videos. The letter 36, I did that October 19th. The letter 35, I did that September 21st. So, I'm a bit behind. Oh! Which one do I drag down? Either the in-game audio, or I think it's the in-game audio that's a bit too loud, so I dragged that down. I dragged it up for something else I recorded, I forget. But anyway, before we start, not this weekend, the next weekend. So, probably a few days after this one gets uploaded, assuming anyone's watching this at launch, I'm probably gonna have a weekend to record. Not sure what I want to do. Someone recommended Hatoful Boyfriend, which, I mean, I could do that, but like, I know the last route of the game is like, you know, a serious route. It's supposedly pretty good, but I remember I played 3 routes looking at it on Steam. I have 3 achievements, and you can't, like, the skip function sucks. So I don't really want to get all 12 endings. I think there's 12, about there anyway. Anyway, so not really too sure on Hatoful Boyfriend. I think they they disallowed streaming a fault milestone. So, yeah. Link to the store page and mute the game BGM, and then you can monetize. You may only stream up to chapter 4, which is the end of the demo. Yeah, so can't do that. I think I played a bit beyond 4 on my YouTube series, but I took it down, so yeah, I have the chapter 4 achievement. So I got right around that point. Oh, Grisaya? I could pick up Grisaya again. I also need to do all the bonus stuff in Danganronpa. I finished recording that. A few other games like Kara. I think the second one came out recently. I'm not sure what it's about, but I know it's like short. And what else do I have? I don't think Mob Love's allowed. I think Narcissu is allowed. I can play Narcissu. I played like the first and a half, like played the first route, whatever you want to call it, Narcissu 1, like half of 2. Never finished it, but this was years ago. Like, I got the Anthology Project version from a Humble Bundle a while ago. I don't think Planetarian's allowed. World End Economica. I've heard that World End Economica is like it drags on in the beginning, so part of me kind of doesn't want to do that. There's Seiya no Uta, which I don't think it's on Steam. I think Jest translated it, so you know I have to get it off their site, which is kind of inconvenient. But that's a popular one that I haven't read actually, and it's only a couple hours long, I think. Right. There's an English, I think it's an English-made visual novel that I wanted. Lucid 9. That's what it's called. I've heard it's good, and it's like a mystery kind of thing. The art looks decent enough, and I've heard the writing's actually pretty good. And it's free to play, so I could do that. Anyway, let's get started with the letter. With 3 minutes in already. I'm just Oh, wait, hold on. I'll do it after the video. Okay,
why don't we all calm down first? I'm sure Isabella has her reasons too. No need to be hard on her.
We must have caught her in the middle of a scene. Whoops. Oh yeah! Professor Spook. If that was what Isabella had been warning us about. If it was the same thing Rebecca talked about last night. Or what Zach told me about a few days ago. How many of these instances have I dismissed since reading the letter? How many have I ignored and passed off as some effect of fatigue or lack of sleep? Even last night, hallucinogen? Is that how you say it? Lacing the food is the first thing I consider, purely because that's what my training dictates. It's a mindset I've grown used to. It's a setting that the gears in my head automatically takes in a situation like this. Of course, I'm not discounting all of that yet until I have enough information, something to form a conclusion from. Proof, in whatever form it may take. But thinking straight isn't possible when, all of a sudden, all your beliefs are being upturned. The most violent way possible, that. Jesus, I need a sounding board. I need to talk to someone, and Zach's the best person for that.
I have to go.
Already?
Wait, Ashton, where are you?
I think that's the scene in HorseyEatYou out, isn't it? I don't have time to stop and listen to what the professor has to say. As they bolt up and you're on like a bat out of heck. Is this? Okay, so Zachary dies on, yeah. Rebecca dies on the 30th, okay. So, I imagine Ashton's out is going to get late. No, it's going to stay into Halloween a bit. If any one of us knows anything about what's going on, who can help sort of the muddled mess my mind is. Oh yeah, I started playing Higanbana, which I really liked it, but at the same time, I don't really want to continue it. Partly, well, there's various reasons, you know, it wasn't very popular, like, you know, it wasn't very popular, like, view-wise, because it's an old visual novel that's not very popular. Those don't mix well with YouTube, you know. Second, it's pretty serious. Like, I read the first and maybe a half of the second one so far. Like, I plan to read it regardless, but, like, it's probably a bit too much for YouTube, maybe. And a third reason. I don't know. I can't remember what it was, but anyway. If any one of us knows anything about what's going on, who can help sort the muddle mess my mind is? It's gotta be him. He listened to Isabella. Okay, so we're not skipping this. I mean, I don't remember this scene. If we even did it, so. Zach's the kind who prefers to lazy around his apartment on a weekend, especially after having a busy week like the last one. Oh, this is the time he was just sitting around there, like watching a movie or something. Big guy's nowhere in sight when I arrive, though. Figures. People don't seem to be where they should be when I need them. Looking around, I find no sign where he might have gone to. Usually leaves a note on his fridge if he's out for the day, just in case someone drops by. Sorry, I need a drink. It's been a while since I recorded like this. Like, I think it's been 2 weeks since Danganronpa. Did I already say that? I've been taking a break. I mean, my backlog's been huge, and I was out of hard drive space for a while. I have a second hard drive, just sitting around, but I've never put it in. Yeah, okay, I have 20 gigs, so that's good enough to record. I hope. He just went out for a quick walk. Maybe he ran out of eggs or something and went out to buy some. What's he doing today? Wait! We're the 29th, right? Okay, they met today. He is out of eggs after all. Ooh. And I can just wait. Puts my ending mind to rest for a while. He always has to have some, be it for an omelet or something he's baking. All I can do is sigh as I close it behind me. Still worried for my friend, of course. The messy bed suggests he was out in a hurry. He didn't even bother to fold the sheets. His cell phone's been left behind as well. Another odd thing when he has made it a habit to never leave it behind in case a client calls.
At least the locked door points to the fact that it wasn't a forced exit.
I can take comfort in that, but not so much. Anything might happen, and completely letting my guard down is out of the question. In hindsight, shouldn't have left Rebecca alone, too. I'll have to check on her later. In the meantime, Zach. With no other clue where he is, and no other way to contact him, no choice but to wait. Sure, I could give the room another thorough run through, but I don't think Zach would appreciate me upending his place. Besides, I haven't eaten anything yet. I just will take this chance to cool down a bit, right? Just steal his food. Anything to distract myself so that I don't have to charge headfirst because of whatever paranoid scheme that comes to mind. Turning to the kitchen, the first thing I see is a bag of chips when I rifle through his cupboards. After muttering a permission and an apology its owner won't hear, I grab it, set myself on his old couch, turn on the television. The screen lights up, right as some awful noontime drama starts airing on Channel 9. Nothing like sitting in front of the TV with a mindless drone running in the background. Waste away the time. Waste away I do. The afternoon has hit its last few hours when movement comes from the other side of the door. Zach's heavy treads break the monotonous drivel from the TV. The lock clicks, the knob turns, and slowly swings open to reveal very exhausted looking Zach. What, did he go on a marathon?
Sup, Z-Man?
Light as my tone might be, his arrival eases the restless edge of me. Who knows what I would have done if something bad happened to another one of my friends. But another minute had gone by without him showing up, and I've resorted to unconventional methods.
Ash, how many times do I have to tell you? not to call me Z-Man, and stop breaking into my apartment. I'll call the cops on you, but doing that feels like a joke in itself because you are one.
Yeah, he calls the cops. They're like, oh, hey, Ashley, can you go over there? I mean, I know we just fired you, but, you know. Well, he should put off the case, right? He wasn't fired, I think.
I didn't. You gave me a key the last time I did that, remember?
I mean, that was like either a month or 2 months ago. Come on now.
After the last one you broke, I can't keep replacing the knob just because you think it'd be amusing to lockpick the hell out of it. And hey, is that my...
Scary how friendly banter and easy smile come naturally.
You ate all of it! I was saving that one for the weekend!
I'll replace it.
I do it, even without thinking. That speaks volumes about how comfortable I am around him. That's nice, isn't it? What makes me afraid of it, however, is the idea that a time might come where I might just do these things without even meaning to and offend him in some way. Friendship we have might be closer than most I've shared with others, but there are boundaries that you can't cross without the other's permission. So I've been respectful of that so far, neither asking about my parents or what happened to them. Me? But he'd say, not so much. It's also this easy banter that makes me wish we could say something. We could stay like this. No worries, no problems. Just potato chips in the debate on whether or not I deserve them. But as always, I have business. As soon as I see the chance, take it and ask him about the odd things that have been happening lately, including that letter.
What did he say about the photographs?
Huh? Oh, there's no guarantee it's a supernatural thing. It doesn't always happen, so that's a dead end right there. Now that I think about it, bothering that guy for this feels pretty silly now. But with the dreams lately...
That's all? Did he say anything about the damn letter at all? Did you ask him even?
Yeah, that's really everything. The letter kind of slipped my mind. The photos were more important at that time.
Let's look at the branching tree. Right there. So that's very early on.
There was some stuff about the local horror stories, though. Talked about the curses, and he was really fascinated with the story about a wraith asking for a sacrifice to move on. Kinda nasty if you ask me, but it does make sense if you simply go along with it. I'm not sure how this will help in the grand scheme of things. Why are you asking about this anyway?
As expected, we go through all this. Zach starts to look at me like I've grown a second head. Yeah, I would too. There ever a universe where I was standing in front of myself. Because even as a child, I never believed in ghost stories. The lucky charms and mystical objects for my mother have been stored away or given as paltry gifts to those who would appreciate them more. Granted, I haven't eliminated every single possibility yet. I think I said paltry. Did I say like the chicken? That's what I was thinking, but I accidentally said chicken instead of eliminated. So I was just gonna pretend that never happened. What else is there to go off on from now? Whatever. I try to stare down on the annoyance that comes from that alone. The word looks. Why is it so hot today? It's November 16th, and it's. What's the temperature outside? Let's look. 64. Does it feel like 64? It's like 84. Anyway. Somehow everyone's just suddenly so worried about me. It's not like I'm pulling this out of my butt. If even Rebecca claims that there's something shady going on, I'm inclined to believe there must be a scrap of truth to it. When I look at those, along with Isabella's warnings, what happened to her? What's occurring around Zach? What has taken place around Luxborn since Isabella found the letter?
Have you seen the news this morning?
His puzzled expression is an enough answer. Of course he hasn't. Another night, another nightmare. He most likely went out as soon as he got out of bed to shake the images off. What's happening on the news? Someone dead? Okay. So, no, Zachary's not dead yet. I think she already went missing this one time. Dude, I just wanted an ending where I max out Luke with everyone. Luke has done nothing wrong, and I will not take that back ever. No, I mean, I'm sure I'll take it back in a few episodes from now when we get to his route. The memories have never really left him, so I show him, cycling through the channels until I find one doing a recap of this morning's reports, and there it is. The poor guy is unidentifiable with how badly his body's been burned. Oh, other people die? What? Who's that? He totally looks evil. Murder via arson? That'd be the logical explanation if I was the officer looking into it. Except they couldn't find the source of the fire. Fire didn't even spread.
Found dead in the early hours of the morning today. The fire was contained within the room and no other tenants were harmed, according to Luxbourne police.
They're going to consider spontaneous human combustion soon enough if they don't find anything else. What's important for everyone to note is the state of the room.
A similar writing was found in another victim's room from last week's incident. Both were employees of Briar Realty Corporation. LBN has reached out to the...
Like what happened to Cooper and Isabella. Heck, okay, I do have to call it. I'll be right back in like 2 minutes. Like, it's just long enough that I can't just leave, but it's, yeah, so, be right back. Hey guys, sorry about that. Back. Let's get started. Heck, I wonder how many other deaths like this that I've missed while I've been looking into your right. The LPDs already think it's a serial killer at this point. How long until they consult with the London Metropolitan? Is that how you say that? I'm not sure. The Ansel and Butcher has always been an enigma, even to the people within this city. Gone for a few years, and then in the next, one body after another is found. Really handling the cases, apparently driven the chief inspector insane years ago. Never did find out who committed those murders. Because he committed them, he already knew! Ah! Ha ha ha! Maybe now.
You think this is...
I don't know what to think, Zach.
In the next second, I'm on my feet and pacing the span of the small room without thinking about it. My body just needs to be busy, moving about, burning out rather than burning my own brain out. Sometimes I do both, but moving helps. Keeps the brain running. Healthy body, healthy mind. Or was it the other way around? Heck! Wait, freak! Can't even think coherently right now. I just know there's something. There must be. There has to be.
I should have looked into this when she was still here. Maybe none of this would have happened if I did.
Part of me has been like, it's kind of hated the, Isabella. Oh, there's a ghost. Round ends. Oh, Hannah. Oh, there's a ghost. Round ends. Oh, Zachary. Oh, there's a ghost. Round end. I think part of that wouldn't have happened if Isabella lived. Because then, like, assuming Isabella was alive, Zachary's like, oh, there's a ghost. And Isabella's like, I know, right? I've been telling you guys. Let's work together to beat the ghost. And, same with Rebecca. I imagine, wait, no, Rebecca's round ended before Zachary's ended, but still, I think, Isabella surviving probably would have fixed most of my gripes with this game. Maybe. The words slip out of my mouth before I can censor them. Think out in sorrow, feelings I won't let others even catch a glimpse of under normal circumstances. I'll lay bare in this one moment of weakness. I also don't like, I feel like it monologues too much. Like, I rarely have this problem with visual novels. Like, I'm like, monologues? Heck yeah, I love monologues. But something about the way this game does them just feels weird. Zach will say otherwise. He's always been the optimist, the one who sees the best in people. But such sentiments or any words of comfort won't change the truth. That a single instance of neglect and indifference has cost me someone really dear to me. Again. Zach is right to blame me for it. I'm the one who doesn't have any to be angry. We've all been given our warning that day in the desperate, pleading tone of hers, and I'm the first one who brushed it off. Still, like the usual, Zach tries. Benefit of the doubt I'm not worthy of.
Rebecca and I are still here.
Oh, about that. Yeah, I mean, is Rebecca still here? I mean, no, that's tomorrow.
We'll manage, one way or another.
Don't make it sound so easy. We have no idea what we're dealing with here.
What's with this face? That's like I don't want to smile, but I have to smile. Like, your mom's like, okay, hey, here, we're taking a picture. And I'm like, no. This is a whole freaking mess, and we're in it blind. The only way to make it worse is if we started running around like a bunch of headless chickens. But I have a concrete plan now, I think. Aside from those writings, there's another thing linking most, if not all, of those victims. The latter, I'll have to still look deeper into, of course. However, this little detail has been bothering me since Inspector Abigail pointed it out during briefing. Even the news has picked up on it. Most of the victims are employees of the same company before their untimely deaths. Briar Realty Corporation. However, my suspicions are mine for the moment. The details are something Zach doesn't need to know until I have something to show. It's enough that he's aware that I have an idea in mind. How long have they owned the mansion? Right, like, you know, they sold off the main... Well, no. How does real estate work? Did the former owners sell it to the corporation, or are they selling it for them? Like, are they a middle? Not 100% sure. But they've only had it for a while now, haven't they? But they've said this guy's been going around for years. So, you know, part of me thinks this isn't the ghost, and this is a separate entity. I'm not sure how that worked, though. You know, my theory that the ghost isn't evil, but I don't know. I don't know how that would work. Seriously, Zach would probably make a more responsible officer than me. Only he had the heart to join the force. He could certainly use more kind people like him. We could certainly use more kind people like him. As soon as that thought is, I push all of it into the back of my mind as I head for my car. Tonight, I can't stay distracted. The drive to BRC is a quiet affair. Or so, the hour-long wait for nightfall. Even with the radio blasting lively tunes, the place is rife with tense energy. Only a matter of minutes now. But the ticking seconds don't take away the edge. For the 5th time, I reach out and fiddle with my radio, adjusting and turning the knobs with no real purpose. It's a nervous quirk I've developed and never bothered to correct during stakeouts. Something to keep my mind occupied during long nights. What I would give to hear Zach's, Rebecca's, or Isabella's voice right now. Scope BRC out, see if the real estate company has any more information that may be of help. That's the plan. Cooper and Isabella both worked on it before.
No, Zachary, I was just talking to her. She was alive, and I shouted at her.
Flashback, you can tell by the echoey.
I should have at least heard her out, given her the chance. She was so worried about everyone, that something might happen to us. Zach, she was warning me. She said we might be in danger. Remember Rose Cooper, her co-worker, on the news? You've heard it, right? She was saying something about her and the letter she got from that mansion.
Whoa, wait there, Rebecca. That's a huge jump in logic right there. And a little bit too much to take in at once, frankly.
I know that. If nothing happened, I wouldn't have given it much thought. But as it is, what if she was right all along? What if that letter she found really has something to do with this? The same thing was written in her room, with her own blood
And nothing. I expected to hear a better argument from you, Rebecca. And before you ask, the stupid letter's with forensics now, along with the other evidence. Don't waste your time looking for it. The whole case is a train wreck as it is.
Sure, I could also check the station for full reports. That's the easy, semi-legal way. But I don't want to bump into Chief right now. The guys at the precinct will definitely throw me out on his orders as soon as they see me. Not that my plan right now is any better. Just breaking into a different place, more or less. Honestly, it's a toss-up between breaking into this office or into the Wright's mansion. As it stands, I'll have an easier time getting in here first. After all, why would someone want to break into a realty company? Been here many times before anyway. You know, I think this is kind of illegal. Like, breaking into places, like, not kind of, like, it is illegal. Hey, you know, we're a cop, we can do what we want. For a few casual visits when I wanted to bug Scaredy Cat. Over the years, I've more or less grown familiar with their security setup and how badly staffed they are. Plus, it's an old building. If the bankruptcy rumors are true, it just means their access protocols might also be outdated. Gives me enough confidence as I exit my car and march towards the building. There are also no side entrances, unfortunately. Gonna have to do this the hard way. All things considered, though, feels like this might go smoothly.
And where do you think you're going, young man?
Hey there, sir. A nice night we're having, eh?
Hello yourself.
Yeah? Just pretend you're Canadian and don't know where you are.
It's late. Most offices in this building have already closed up shop for the weekend.
The bloke seems short. Did he just say bloke? Seems friendly enough, though one can't really tell it from his voice alone. Might be the wear sort, or I don't know. This takes place in, like, the UK? Is Ashton from the UK? He's American Japanese. Okay. So, he was born in America, or he grew up here, or... But he said bloke, so I mean... When December 26th. April 1st. Yeah. Rebecca, her birthday reflects her character. It's a joke. Oh, ho, ho, ho. Okay, I'm sorry. Keeping an unconcerned face and aloof air won't hurt, until I figured out how to wiggle myself out of the situation.
Just come back on Monday if you have important business.
I've only been working here for a few months already. I'm around 4 to 6 months, max. Otherwise, you would have recognized me at a first glance. I haven't shown my face here since I've been extended to the firm case a year ago. In the first place, none of their security officers ever lasted a year in service. Longest was around 7.5. I'll give this guy around that before he gets fired or finds a better paying job. For the moment, his too friendly attitude is almost a gift.
Really? Damn. Boss man won't be too happy to hear that.
Boss man?
Sorry, it's my boss, Mr. John.
Mr. John!
He asked me to get a few things from his table. Important work stuff, you know.
John? From Briar Realty?
The one and only. But, this sucks. I didn't realize the office closes early on weekends. Shouldn't have stayed for another movie. Damn.
Dang it. Oh, well.
I'm gonna get an earful later. New hire, you see?
I think Isabel has been quite open with stories from her office, no matter how mundane they all are. Granted, she rarely talks about her boss, but for whatever gleaned, it is enough to fabricate a decent, believable story.
You new hires are always so dumb and clueless, I swear. You guys come and go a lot these days, but I suppose that's because they pay you a lot less in commission than the older agents, huh?
You can say that again. But it's nothing hard work can't fix.
Sure, you can do that, if this branch stays afloat.
What do you mean?
You know, stuff in the news.
You mean what happened with Rose Cooper?
Patience is the key. Can't rush this one, or you'll get suspicious. Or I might make a mistake. Besides, if I'm going to be stuck here with him for a while, might as well try to gather as much intel as I can. It may just be a guard, someone with no real authority, but most of the time, people like him are the ones who know more than they let on.
Yeah, but even before that, we've got a couple of good blokes we never saw again.
He just said blow.
There was this one kid, too, Santillion? Sanchez?
Santos. Isabella. Those are 3 very different names.
Really? Those guys could have just resigned for all you know.
Dunno, I only catch tidbits of stuff from over here.
I thought Isabella's was on the news.
Oh, seriously, I heard the branch is getting flushed soon, but that's no excuse for anarchy. You're the 3rd newbie he sent running errands this week. I can't keep letting you all in after office hours. I'll get in trouble too, you know?
Come on, just a few minutes.
There's a long pause from his end, so he's contemplating his options. Little push is all it needs before he gives in.
You know how fickle the boss's moods can be.
Well, yeah, but...
Please, I really need to get those files to him tonight.
All right, go ahead. I swear you young ones have no respect for authority. Use the side entrance. I've already locked up the main door. I'm not gonna open that even if you give me puppy eyes.
Thanks, I owe you one.
Using the side door presents a different problem, however. Needs an access card. One I don't have. You can always pry it open and use a gecko, but right under the guard's watch.
There's just this one problem.
Hey, can you just hand me the keys to the vault? You know.
What is it again?
I forgot my access card.
I make a show of pacing the security cameras, pulling my empty pockets out, presenting him the sorriest look I can muster.
Bloody hell, kids these days.
Is there any way for you to...
Boy, you're lucky I'm nice. I'll go and unlock the side entrance for you then. You can use my card, it's on the front desk. You'll need to beep in when you report for proper work on Monday, though. And don't forget to turn off the lights before you leave, Kate?
He gets off the connection before I can thank him. Soon the latch clicks and the side door swings open. The guard, stout man, wearing a uniform still too loose for him, waves me over from the gap before he disappears behind his station again. Just by luck. Here I thought I'd have to use my unconventional methods. Sure, I might be getting the guy in trouble. Kinda feel sorry for that. But it's not like he'll be keeping the job for long. If he's always letting people in like that. VRC doesn't have long either. He'll be job hunting sooner or later anyway. He's lucky I'm not here to hurt anyone. If I were someone with ill intentions, he might not be smiling at the end of the day. Whereas as I step into the building and grab his access card, I try to push all these concerns as far as down as I can, into focus. Work is work. Although, this is a sign of what's to come, then maybe things are indeed looking up. Elevator. I feel like I've heard about an elevator scene with Luke before. Not Luke. Ashton. Like, I don't think I've seen any... Have I? I don't think I've seen any major spoilers for this game. Like, I've seen some people talking about it, and I think I remember an elevator being mentioned. I totally forget what it was. Ranting tree. Hold on. Oh. Ghost is coming. Oh. You just sent me anime SUX. Anime sucks. Okay. I'll call it here. This is a decent stopping point. Anyways, guys, I'll see you guys next time with some more of the ladder. We're gonna play some more. We'll play Danganronpa now. We're not recording. And I guess we'll record some more of the letter. I need more backlog. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.